right, Shalom. This is Shalamar from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who are today you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, just want to jump into it. This is going to be a pretty quick lesson based off of the BRICS and the US dollar. Okay, so what I did, because I was, on TikTok, you can't believe everything that you see on social media, TikTok, YouTube, different videos were showing that the BRICS, that one BRICS currency, a dollar, equals 55 US dollars. Okay, now I went online looking, I couldn't find anything, so I went to a converter, basically like a currency converter. Just did a Google search and I pulled up the BRICS currency and then the US dollar, and it was something like $40.17 US dollars equals one BRICS dollar. And on one of the videos that I did see, the person that was speaking on the video, they said that this will cause hyperinflation because US has a lot of imports and not too many exports. All right, so if you're getting a lot of your food from all of these countries that are using BRICS as a currency and you still trading in the US dollar, everything is going to be extremely high. I mean, that's just common sense. All right. The way that the gas, food is right now is, everything's ridiculous. It's ridiculously high. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a whole lot worse to the point where you won't be able to buy none of this stuff. Okay, and I'm just going to get this. This is a prophecy in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, "And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Okay, so let's kind of go into this to get understanding of what this is talking about. This is not talking about an actual penny. All right, now you have to think about what the penny was worth back then. Okay, a penny is worthless now. It's worthless. So the material that the penny is made out of, copper, is probably has more value than the actual penny itself. But it says a measure of wheat. A measure of wheat is pretty much a meal. All right, so and a penny is a day's pay. A day's pay. So this is gonna be a day's pay for one meal. Now think about that. Now, if you convert that into today's type currency and income, you may make, in one day you may make $200. That's kind of like average 250, 300. That's like average pay for an average person, around $200 for one day's pay. It could be around 180. It could be, more than that, but let's just use 200. All right. So it says for a measure of wheat. So you're going to be spending $200 just to cook one meal. Or it may not even be cooking one meal. It may just be one item. It may be one small steak for $200. That's very real. I was at the store the other day and I was talking to this. Well, I wasn't talking to this Jake, but we was just kind of like looking at the price of this meat. And it was, I want to say it was a T-bone steak, and it was like 60 something bucks. Or it was like a pack of 2 or something like that. It was like 60 something bucks. And the guy was like, man, I can't believe this. This is outrageous. He was taking a picture of it. He was like, nobody will believe this if I tell them. But guess what? It's going to get even worse. All right. That says, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, which is, pretty much the same thing. A day's pay for 1 meal. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. The oil and the wine is talking about the prophecies, the prophets, and this truth. Okay. So the Lord is still, this truth is still going to be out. It's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to hear the truth. That's going into the famine of the word that's going to come. You're not going to be able to hear this truth. You're not going to be able to see the prophets. All right. The Lord is going to be hiding the prophets. He's going to be taking care of the prophets. He said his servants shall eat. Okay. While everybody else is going to be starving. So this hyperinflation is going to turn into famine real quick. And it's not like it's not enough food. There's enough food out here. I mean, this stuff is really not food, but if everything keeps running, the farms, the animals, if everything was to keep going, it's more than enough to feed people. All right, but United States want to be greedy. You have it's so much going on with the food industry. I can't even, I don't even know where to begin to start, but all the cows dying, all the food warehouses that burnt down or exploded or something happened to them. This is all done by design. All right. Now, this is the cause for, let's go ahead and skip over to Revelations 13 and go down to 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, this is all going to be a design. I mean, this is all done by design to push this mark. Okay, so it's not going to always be like this. They're going to make it easy. Once you get that mark, you pretty much finish as far as your salvation, but you will still be able to buy and sell. Okay. Why a lot of people are spending, using that mark, that implant, it's going to be people out here dying of famine, dying of starvation. And then you're going to have the elect, the Lord's chosen people, the elect of the chosen people, still being able to eat. And we're going to be dodging bullets and, running from the destruction, but the Lord's going to keep us safe. We're going to see all these things. We're still going to be on earth, but we're going to be seeing all of this stuff. And Lord's willing, I'm part of that number. That's why I say we. All right. But it's going to get so bad. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 21. It says, Slakia, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay. So even if you're not, even if you're eating good, you still may get, you may get deleted, while you stuffing your face. Okay. And that deletion could come from someone that's starving. So even if you have that implant, first of all, you're going to be finished. You're going to have that grievous sore. But even before then, you could get deleted easily by somebody that's starving. You don't think these people out here that don't have the implant, you don't think they're going to be carrying guns? A lot of them. Because you're going to have a lot of people that really don't even believe in this truth. They still going to turn down the mark. All right. They still going to turn that thing down. But ultimately, the people that's going to turn it down are the 1/3 of the children of Israel. It's a lot of Edomites that's speaking on it. They're not going to take it. And they're going to have those, they got all kind of guns and ammunition ready to let loose. Okay, let's get one more in Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Verse 24, this is the main point. "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." All right, so that's just a time frame of nothing, pretty much no currency. Nothing's gonna be moving. No buying and selling. None of that stuff is gonna be going on. No stores out here. You're gonna have stores, but they're gonna be found. They're gonna be empty, just like it mentioned in verse 22. Okay, so hey, this is what this whole thing is gonna come down to this. Now, even if it's not the BRICS currency, it's gonna happen because it's prophecy. Okay, but it's looking like this BRICS currency is gonna dominate the US dollar, and it's gonna cause a great famine over here. So if you're not on the side, the right side of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is the true name of the Lord, who the world calls God and Jesus Christ, if you're not on that side of the righteous, and you're gonna be done. All right. So hey, get yourself right, and you know, hey, increase your faith. That's all I can say. Get into this truth. If you're not doing so, and those that are in the truth, hey, we got to brace for what's about to happen, even though we do have faith that the Lord is going to be taking care of us, which the Lord is going to be taking care of his servants. All right, so with that, I want to go ahead and end it. I pray that this was edifying, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakwadash, that will honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect.